Hey guys, welcome to Mama Tries. So today I'm going to get started on some of the things that are going to go into the kind of Halloween haunted dollhouse. So I'm testing it out in my little room. I'm going to be making this little tiny room to see if it works out, if it kind of flows together nicely. If it does, then great, it's going to go into the large one. So this one is not going to have anything fixtured down like the way that I did the Christmas one, but it's going to have a lot of the different elements that I'm going to put into the larger Christmas or larger Halloween house. So what I wanted to do is I was going to do roughly about 2 projects each time I do a video for this series. So I wanted to try and make the things that's going into it first, so that way I kind of have a vision as to where I'm going to be going with that dollhouse. I have it, you can still see it right about here. Where am I? Right there. And that I was going to test out an idea, and I'll tell you when I do that video, of making siding out of that paper there. But I mean, I have a whole bunch of things that I'm going to be working on for this dollhouse. It's going to be a lot of work, and it's going to be a huge series that I'm going to put out there. And while I'm doing these series, what I'm thinking of doing is I'm also going to be posting a second video a week. I think that's what I'm going to do anytime that I'm doing series. I'm going to be posting 2 videos a week. So if you want to be able to be seeing all of those videos, make sure that you hit that notification bell. So that you get notified when I post up new videos, so that way you don't miss a beat. Okay, so today what I'm going to be working on is some books, some paper books. I have these all stacked up here, but we're going to be working on some paper books as well as a mirror that I'm going to have hands coming out of it, and it's going to have kind of like this weird little metallic thing in the background. I know that it's already silver back here, but I'm going to use a silver paint when I mix up the glue. I'm not going to be using resin for this one. I am going to be using clear glue once I figure out where I put it. I know I put it somewhere. So I gotta find out when I move you guys so you can see what I'm doing. But I'm going to be making hands out of wire, and then I'm also have some clay. Now ordinarily I would do this with air dry clay, but my husband's cousin had gotten me from Five Below this Art Craft oven bake clay kit, and it has 24 colors. So I wanted to try this out to see how it goes. I've never done polymer clays or anything that is oven baked. I've always done air dry clay. So I want to try it out in this video and seeing how this is going to turn out. So the wire is going to be the hands, and then I'm going to cover it so that way there's kind of like that ethereal skin with the clay. So it's still in its package, original package. I don't even know how, oh, wow. Okay, so what I saw in the window is nowhere near what is actually in this box. I don't even think that my husband's cousin realized that these are so small. So anyway, so what I'm going to do with the hands to cover it, I'm going to be mixing a bit of the blue and the white, and I'll probably mix a little bit of the tan, like a small smidge of it, to kind of make like that ghostly blue, but still, you know, have a little bit of life in them, kind of, I guess. So we're going to have that coming out of the mirror, and then, yeah, I think that's a lot of work as it is. So I'm going to be doing a lot of different things. I'm going to be making a bookshelf. I'm going to be making a table. I'm going to do some sewing projects, and this time I'm going to be using the sewing machine. So if you want to learn how to use a sewing machine, just like the basics, I can definitely show you that. Just make sure you put a comment in the comment section that you want to see that. And yeah, I could teach you that. I have been sewing since I was in middle school. I learned to sew from my father, and my father learned from my grandmother. And I like doing things. I like doing things with my hands. So sewing really makes a lot of different things. So it gets really creative. I do make a lot of curtains for my house. I make throw pillows so that way things look nice and pretty. But yeah, we're not going to be doing that on a large scale. We are going to be doing curtains, throw pillows. We're going to do bed sheets, of dog or cat pillow, cat bed, because I want to incorporate animals. You know, I love my dog, I love my Fluffy, and for whatever reason, I don't know why, I always incorporate, you know, that in this imaginative world, they have an animal of some kind. I don't know. So let's get started. I'm going to readjust you. I'm also going to find the clear glue because I just think it's really strange that I don't know where it is. Now, something I'm going to mention, I am going to be also using hot glue gun. I just remembered, because around the hands, like where the arms are sticking through, I want to put like a little bit of hot glue so it kind of looks like a ripple. So, little bezel, wire, hot glue, clear glue, and clay are what you're going to need for the mirror. Now for the books, what I did is I Googled small books or book covers, small book covers, and I just printed out a whole bunch of them, and I cut up some pieces of paper and I stuck it inside, but I'm kind of not feeling the paper. So if you want to put paper, you can put paper, or you can go to Dollar Tree and get these like foam boards. What I'm thinking is maybe just filling them in with foam board instead of the sheets, because they're going to be glued down into a bookshelf anyway. So for the book thing is a cover of some kind, even if you make it yourself with some paper and draw out a really cool cover that has this thick of a binding. So that way when you stick in the piece, you have like this really cool edge. Okay, you're gonna need scissors or an X-Acto knife, foam board, and glue. Oh, and like a little clip, like one of these little paper clip things. And the reason for this is that once you glue it in, to hold it in place, you stick them all in there. You can use things like this, paper clips, hairpins, anything that's going to keep them from moving. Or you could just stack them all up and then put something really heavy on top. Just something to keep it stiff while the glue is drying. So let's get started, guys. Alright, so like I said, you print out one of these little book cover type things, and you take your foam board, and where the first line is, you're going to go just under it, and you are going to trace. Oh my god, like where is all of my stuff? My kids must have just had at it. Okay, so I'm just going to make an indent as to where I'm going to cut. Okay, so now I'm going to get my scissors, which I definitely know I have, and I'm going to cut where those indents are. And there's the inside of my first book. Perfect for me. So I'm going to put glue along this edge with the hot glue gun. I know that there's foam there, but I have it on low temperature. Oh, look at that, I didn't even plug it in. I have it on low temperature so it won't be that bad, because you just just blow it and then it dries. I was going to use regular glue and then clip it, but I think this might be better. So let me make a few more in all the different sizes they need to be. Okay, so I have them all lined up, and I'm trying to do as close as I possibly can, and I'm making like little creases. Every so often you saw me doing that, and that's so that way I know where to stop putting the glue. So those are set. So while the glue gun's heating up, I'm going to work on the wire. So I wanted to get, oh, by the way, you need one of these little needle nose pliers. I wanted to get like a little bit of arm and then go into the hand. So I'm going to wing this. I'm pretty sure that there are templates on how to, you know, make a hand, or, you know, that you have something you could trace, like a silhouette of a hand. But I don't have that luxury. So I'm just making a stick hand. And then I'm going to cover it with clay, so that's why I'm doing the stick hand. Okay, so there's my hand. I'm basically going to make the second hand the same way, and then I'm just going to wrap the wire around the first wire. It's going to be covered in clay, so it doesn't matter what it looks like, really. This is basically your skeleton. Try to make some of the fingers like pointed down. So it's like kind of like this, like weird. Okay, so that's kind of like a creepy little hand going on there. So there's the first one. I'm going to do the second one in a second because my hot glue gun is ready. So back to the hot gluing. So put a little hot glue there. I'm only putting a little tiny bit when I go to fold these sides down, well, because this is hot. I don't want to burn my fingers more than I'm already doing. So book number 1. It's a little crappy looking, but it works. Okay, here's book number 2, and we're going to repeat the process. Glue in the center. So the final one. Let's see which side. Yeah, this one. The books I think are pretty easy. You know, it's not rocket science. And I think I like using the foam because when you look at the pages, like if you look at it, it kind of looks like real pages on the inside. So it kind of looks really cool, but I'm only using the facade of it, this outside here on the bookshelf. You're not going to see all these inside, but it does work as, like, if you needed to do it, that you see those insides, then it definitely works. I would just put a little bit of paint on the pages, kind of aging them. Alright, all my books are done. I'm going to work on the other hand and I will be right back. Okay, so I did I did the two hands. Oh my god, can't speak. So I wish these were individually wrapped rather than all of them put together. But what's cool is that it comes with these little tools, which is really nice because I basically only have like the ball tools, which I can't even find now. Man, people just love coming into my craft room and just taking whatever they please. Here's my ball pen, my ball, there they go. So these are my ball tools for doing a lot of clay work. So it's really nice that now I have these type of things. I don't know what this is. Alright, so at least now I have more tools. So it's really cool. So, oh, okay. These are individually wrapped. Yes. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do the lighter blue. And then this tan. Ooh. It's like a sliminess on the outside of this. It's kind of gross. Okay. So I also have the directions on how to bake this. So once we make the hands, I will give you the instructions on what to do as far as baking instructions. But I'm pretty sure that every kind of clay has their own kind of time roundabout, more or less, maybe. So, oh, let me get parchment paper. This way, once they're done, I can just put them straight into the oven. Okay, here's some parchment paper. Now, parchment paper is different than wax paper. So you really have to be careful when you're looking for parchment paper. My goodness. Just trying to move things out of the way. Just not working. Okay. More books. So parchment paper is different than wax paper. And I have come to find that parchment paper is awesome. You can do a lot of things and multi-use them, you know, so that's awesome. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to use just a little tiny bit of the brown just to give some more tannish tint. So that's, I'm just going to start off with this and see if that works out well. Hopefully it does. I'm going to put all of this stuff back on. And I'm going to put these all in zippy bags because I don't know how to put them back the way that they're supposed to be. It's like really sticky. I've never, like I said, I've never done polymer clay before, so I did not know what I was in for But this one has kind of like a stickiness to it. I'm just kneading it so that I can mix it. But it looks like it's coming out the color I would like. So, as you can see, this is kind of like the color that I was looking for, which is awesome sauce. Let me do this so that way maybe you see it better. It's kind of the color that I was looking for. It's like a little bit of that blue tinge, lighter with a little brown in it, which is awesome. Okay, now I thought I had a roller, but I guess the invisible man decided they wanted to take it, because that's what my children do. Rolling it out. Kind of spreading it so that way it can go all the way around my hands. What this reminds me of. You remember the little tacky things that you would stick up on the bulletin board in school that the teacher would have? That's what this reminds me of. It reminds me of that tacky stuff. So now I'm trying to shape the fingers and get them as slender as possible without, you know, making it too thin, and then I can't work with it. So I'm just using my ball tools to get that look to them. Part. Okay, so there's one arm. It's not the greatest, but it is very aged, it looks like. Alright. Let me... Okay. Let me work on the second hand. And then we'll be back. Alright, so here are my hands. They're not 100% perfect, but I've never done this before. So that's as perfect as I'm going to get. So the instructions here say to preheat your oven to 225 Fahrenheit. Line with the parchment paper. Place your clay items on the paper and bake for 15 to 20 minutes. Note that thinner the clay will not take as long in the oven. Let the clay completely cool before handling. If it's still soft to the touch, you can put it back in the oven for a few more minutes. Do not overbake as it will dull the colors. Now, I wouldn't mind if the colors got dulled, but let's follow the instructions as it says. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the oven and come back to you guys to show you how to attach these into the mirror. Maybe I should blunt the end, right? That's how far it's going to stick out, by the way. Alright, so there goes the blunting of that end. And that one's good. I'm wondering if I should do it... No, I'll do it out. Okay, so let me get this done and then we will get started on the mirror. And then finally we will be done for today, and then another video, another day. Alright. So I got them out of the oven, and I'm noticing now, and I didn't notice before, that these fingers are shorter than these fingers. It is what it is. So I'm heating up my hot glue gun so that way I can glue them onto the mirror and create that double ripple effect with the glue. And then after that's dried, then I will put the clear glue. So I have Crazy Art washable clear glue, because yeah, it was cheap. So this one used to be a charm, and what I did is I clipped off the ring and I just kind of filed down those pieces so it wasn't so sharp. But that's just a bezel for a jewelry piece. For the water. So now, while that's cooling down, what I'm going to do is mix a bit of glue with some silver paint, which I didn't even get the silver paint. Oh my good Lord Jesus. Lucky my silver paint was right there on top. To do a nice thin layer because the rest of this bezel, once that glue is dried, is going to be filled with clear. Now I'm going to let it dry and then put a clear coat on top. And this shouldn't take long because it's just glue. So, alright, see you in a few. Okay, so this isn't entirely dry, but at least you can get the idea. So that's the little mirror with the hands, and I was able to make 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 books. So 11 books. And these are going to look so great in the bookshelf. And that other thing is going to be so great on the wall. I just have to figure out a way on the back to create like a hook, so that way I can hook it onto the wall in the dollhouse. So, I mean, that would be creeping me out if it was coming out like that. What I was thinking about doing is, once this is completely dry and I can actually put the clear coat on and it looks all good, is maybe I can put like cheesecloth, so that way it really comes together. Sorry, I have to spread that out a little. Put a little cheesecloth so that it really comes together and kind of looks very creepy coming out of the wall. But I guess I'll show you guys in the next video. The next video I'm thinking maybe will be where, oh, where'd it go? Where I'm going to utilize this guy, and my son made this for me, is so that way I can do the cheesecloth and drape it over this and have it dry in this position, so it kind of looks like a ghost walking forward. Woo! And all you do is pull this guy out. What I am going to do is I'm going to cover him in saran wrap. That way these little fuzzies don't get stuck to the cheesecloth, and then I have like green randomness. So there's that guy, and I think that's going to be in the next video, and I guess that's when I do that, I will show you the mirror completely done with the cheesecloth on it. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know. While I was sitting here waiting for things to bake and stuff like that, it was really funny. I just have to share this with you guys. I just thought it was really funny. And tell me in the comment section, has this ever happened to you? Somebody texted me and they're like, hey, what's going on, number neighbor? And I was like, number neighbor? I'm like, what are you talking about, number neighbor? Who is this? And they were like, look at your phone number and then look at mine. And it was like a number off. One number off. So that's what they meant by number neighbor. My husband took the phone and then was like, alright, well, don't text me again. This was kind of weird. And they're like, oh, well, it would have been really cool to, you know. And I think it would have been really cool, but my husband was like, oh, no strangers. That's creepy. So, it is what it is. But if you've ever done it or had it done to you, comment down below and let me know, because I just thought that was like the most funniest thing. And yeah, it's just out of the blue kind of situation. So I guess, I don't know. I guess I'm just like weird like that I would just think that that's cool, even though I'm talking to a complete stranger. Anyway, so I will see you guys in the next video. I am going to go and relax a little bit, watch some Fran Drescher show or something. I don't know. I just found it on Hulu and I thought it was funny. Not sponsored, by the way, but Dunkin's awesome. At least my Dunkin' Donuts does my, every time I say light and super sweet, they're on point with that. So I will see you guys in the next video. I'm really loving this look. Where I live, it's really hot. I'm in Tampa Bay and it's really hot. But for some reason, when I wake up in the morning and if I'm sitting in the shade outside, just kind of chilling out, it feels like fall to me. So I did this fall look. I'll probably do this fall look in several other videos because I really like this. What do you guys think? Is it starting to feel like fall where you guys are? Comment that also down below. And let me know where you're from. Like I said, I'm in Tampa Bay, Florida. And yeah, I love it here. Oh my God. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Have fun.